Welcome back YouTube to another video. In today's video I want to cover the whole topic on struggles you face when you are doing a contest prep. Let's get into the video. Okay, so first and foremost I'd like to say that I am nowhere near the stage. So essentially this is just from weeks 1 to week 9. I will be documenting this from week 10 to 18 as I hit the stage because I know things are going to get much more difficult than what they are right now. So if they are starting to heat up a little bit now, again, I want you as a disclaimer to be prepared for what's to come when you guys are doing your contest prep because it will get harder than what it is at this very moment. So right now, one thing that I noticed that is really, causing a little bit of a problem is the fact that, parents' cookings. Okay, so yes, I do live with my parents. For some of you competitors, you guys may be a little bit older, so you may, live on your own. But for right now, I live with my parents. And if you guys do live with your parents, and they cook meals, sometimes it's quite hard to go around with not, seeing their food that they cook because, mom's cooking is amazing. And that's one thing that I've kind of struggled with. But then again, I told my parents, I'm like, I'm doing this contest prep. I really want to stick with it this time. Can you please help me out? And that's all you can do essentially is just talk to them and let them know what you're doing. Don't hide things from them because again, they may not be happy when they actually find out what you're doing. So tell them from the start. And, if they don't accept it, that's just, I guess, too darn bad. You're doing it for yourself and that's all you can really do. But with mom's cooking, you just gotta have your meals prepared, have them ready. So one thing I'd advise is just meal prepping and staying on top of your stuff. Another thing that I've been noticing that has been causing me a little bit of troublesome too in the last little while is energy levels. So now getting deeper into a deficit, your energy levels start to go like this. Okay, so one moment you can be full of energy, 20 minutes later you can be like completely out of it, and it just comes and goes in waves. So the one thing you can do in that case is stay hydrated. I notice that sometimes when you are dehydrated and you're not actually hungry, you tend to get a little bit, your energy starts to go down a bit. So sometimes when I just drink water, it gives me a boost of energy. Even just chewing gum to keep something, that chewing thing, just imagining like I'm eating something, chewing gum, that flavor gives me that, a little bit of flavor and energy. So just small things there that you can give a go. Another thing is, but this one it's not as big of a problem, but it has been to myself because I feel it, is with my relationship with my girlfriend. I feel that, some nights I'd be like, I want to do this tonight. Let's say last weekend we were supposed to have a bonfire. And essentially I, was doing well throughout the day. And all of a sudden about 9 o'clock when 9 p.m. hit, I was like, I can't do this. I feel like a zombie. I'm sorry, I need to go home. I would love to have a bonfire, but I cannot just do it. I feel like nights like that, it affects your sleep schedule. But also on top of that, it's like just having early nights. You would love to stay out, especially with her. It's summer for her. I'd love to stay out 11, 12 o'clock, but you got to stay on top of your sleep because sleep is pivotal, especially when you're in contest prep. And she understands, she supports it. In the moment, she gets kind of flustered and frustrated with it, but at the end of the day, she understands what I'm doing it for. And again, like, babe, I know you're watching this. Thank you so much for being there for me. Your support and your help means the world to me. But also, another thing is meal timing. This is a big thing when you're in contest prep. Again, people, especially myself, I get most of my cravings later on in the evening. So something that I've been actually doing is I've been just pushing back my meals a little bit. So I wake up in the morning, instead of having my first meal, like right now, it's 8 a.m. I don't, start work till around 12. I could eat my first meal now and then eat my pre-workout meal around 1, but that's such a big gap. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to wake up, I'm going to have a little bit of water, fast for a couple hours, get some work done, and then I'm going to have my first meal before I go to work around like 11 o'clock. And then they'll actually, give me time to eat my pre-workout meal around 1, 2 o'clock. So just doing that has helped me a lot. And again, my last meal of the night is only 4 eggs with a cup of spinach right now. So eating that meal around 6:30 at night, it's going to keep me, I'm going to be hungry around 9, 10 o'clock when I go to bed. So that's why I pushed that meal back to around 8:30, 9 o'clock. So at least I'm only up for an hour. But yeah, just again, pushing back meals has been a big thing for me, and it's helped me a lot with being consistent with on prep. So all in all, if you guys are looking to do a contest prep, just make sure you have a preset plan before you go into it, because it is going to be taxing on your body. But mostly, I think with prep itself, it's just all up in here. It's a huge psychological game, and I've been talking to a couple people these last few days, and I know someone who's going through it with me, and you have your moments, right? You're up, and then moments where you're down. But yeah, just keep your head high. I can't believe right now I'm almost literally 50% into my prep, and we still have 50% more to go, but this time is just going to fly by. Results are going to come off like crazy, and everything's going really well. My social life is doing pretty well. My my relationship with my parents, with my girlfriend, everything is doing pretty well, and I couldn't be thankful for that. So guys, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, click the subscribe button, and stay tuned for more content. But first, remember to be one. See you in the next video.